So Libor is a rate that is regulated, administered, and published in the UK and is overseen by the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. In 2017, Andrew Bailey, who leads the FCA, gave what has now become a famous speech saying that the Libor panel banks will no longer be compelled to submit their rates in past the end of 2017. The global working groups have been working to come up with alternative rate suggestions to give the market direction on how to transition. The focus has been around financial stability, building rates that are robust and can absorb all different types of market conditions, and to move away from expert judgment. It's important to note that all the different jurisdictions and the respective central banks around the world have been the ones leading the effort to come up with the recommended rates in their own jurisdiction for their own currencies. So since 2017, when Andrew Bailey gave his speech, market participants have been taking the transition away from Libor increasingly more seriously over time. There's been a very large focus. There's global working groups in almost all jurisdictions working on a smooth transition in different aspects. Investors should be very, very focused on this. Libor is something that's embedded in almost all market products, either explicitly or implicitly, in different ways. And therefore, market participants should be thinking about what the right strategy is for them in their own book of business. Things to consider with respect to a smooth transition is making sure infrastructure is prepared and ready, making sure there's enough communication around your organization for different aspects, such that all different attributes of the transition, whether it be on the operations side, the trading side, the investing side, et cetera, understand the challenges and can move forward appropriately. So the Secured Overnight Financing Rate, or SOFR, was born about 18 months ago in April of last year when the Fed introduced the rate. The transition since then has been actually quite exponential. It started with futures markets, it's moved on to other derivatives markets, and now cash markets with north of 350, almost 400 billion of issuance in that market already. The transition into the new products has been quite smooth and quite productive. However, transitioning legacy contracts is something that can be quite challenging in different aspects. Fallback language needs to be thought about and incorporated, and market participants really need to understand the inventory of their risks so they can make the appropriate transition. The U.S. agencies have led this transition with much of the volume, and so that's a clear indication that the market is growing and moving at an important clip.